My beloved child, I want you to know that your past, no matter how difficult or painful, does not define you. In my eyes, you are a new creation, washed clean by the blood of Jesus Christ. The mistakes, failures, and hurts from your past no longer have a hold on you. I have forgiven you completely and see you through the perfection of Christ. It brings me great joy when my children realize the depth of my love and mercy. Every single morning, my compassion and grace are fresh and new, like a sunrise wiping away the darkness of night. No matter what struggles or challenges you faced yesterday, you can trust that my faithful love never runs out. Each day, I invite you to let go of the heavy burdens you carry from your past and instead receive my mercy and strength for the day ahead. Holding on to pain, regret, and shame is not what I desire for you. These feelings are not from me and only hold you back from the abundant life I have planned for you. When the ultimate price was paid on the cross, it covered all of your sins, past, present, and future. This incredible sacrifice cleansed you completely, making you righteous and pure in my sight. To hold on to guilt and self-condemnation after this powerful act of love is to diminish its significance. It keeps you trapped in a cycle of negative thinking rather than walking in the freedom I have graciously provided. I long for you to embrace my forgiveness, not only for your sake, but for the sake of others too. As you learn to let go of your own past and receive my great mercy, you will have greater compassion and grace to extend to those around you. Your story of redemption and healing can become a light to others still trapped in darkness. You will reflect me and my heart more and more as you learn to forgive yourself and others. Forgiving yourself doesn't mean your past choices were okay or that there were no consequences. But it does mean trusting that my grace is sufficient to cleanse you, restore you, and help you move forward. It means believing that I am bigger than your past and that I can work all things together for good, even the most painful parts of your story. As you release the burdens of your past into my capable hands, you will experience more and more healing and freedom. I am inviting you today into a new season, unhindered by what lies behind you. I have so much still in store for you, dreams to fulfill, purposes to step into, people to love. But you have to be willing to let the old things go so your hands are open to receive the new life I have for you. Say goodbye to defining yourself by past regrets, failures, or pain. In me, your identity is restored. You are my beloved child, filled with my spirit and called to a great future. Your path forward won't be perfect. There will still be mistakes made and challenges to face. But I will be with you every step, leading you forward with my love and grace. Keep turning your heart towards me, seeking my presence and perspective in every moment. Trust my timing and my ways, even when the healing feels slow. I am at work in every season, restoring what was lost and making all things new. Healing is a process and a journey, not a single moment. It requires consistently choosing to realign your thoughts with what is true, that you are loved, forgiven, and free. It means daily surrender, bringing your hurts to me and releasing offenses to me. Be patient and kind to yourself in the process, remembering that I am not finished with you yet. I will complete the good work I have begun in you. Along the way, cling to my promises, which are trustworthy and true. I am near to the brokenhearted, and I bind up their wounds. I restore the wasted years the locusts have eaten. I give beauty for ashes, joy instead of mourning, praise instead of despair. When you are weary, I will renew your strength. Isaiah 40:31. I will turn your mourning into dancing and clothe you with joy. As you walk with me into freedom, share your story with others. Testify to my goodness and mercy in your life. Let my light and love shine through you into the dark places. Freely you have received my forgiveness and grace. Now freely give it away. Point others to the cross, where they too can experience the life-changing power I can provide. Remember, your past has been redeemed, and your future is secure in me. I have called you by name, and you are mine. I will be with you always, working all things together for your good and my glory. Trust me in every chapter of your story, knowing that my love for you never changes. I am your healer, redeemer, and friend. Walk in the freedom and victory I have purchased for you, my child. My precious child, I know it's hard to let go of the shame and regret you feel. The enemy wants you to stay trapped in those negative feelings, constantly reliving your worst moments. But that is not my heart for you. I want you to walk in the freedom and joy that was purchased for you on the cross. Holding on to guilt and self-condemnation does not honor this sacrifice. It keeps you stuck, unable to move forward into all I have called you to. Embrace my forgiveness, my child. Let it sink deep into your heart and mind. Meditate on the truth that there is now no condemnation for my children. When thoughts of past mistakes come, take them captive and replace them with my words of truth and grace. Forgive yourself as I have forgiven you. Accept the love and new beginning I offer you each day. This doesn't mean the consequences of past choices just disappear, but it does mean my grace is sufficient to carry you through. I will use even the darkest parts of your story for good, weaving them into my plan. I am the Redeemer, and I make all things new. Trust that I am working in your life, healing and restoring what was lost or broken. Your identity is not in what you have done, but in who you are as my child. You are chosen, loved, and called according to my purpose. I have good plans for you, plans to give you hope and a future. Let go of the labels and limitations of your past and step into the new identity I have given you. Walk in confidence, knowing you are valued and cherished by the King of Kings. This is a process, a daily choice to live in my love and grace. There will still be hard days and moments when you stumble, but my love never fails, and my mercies never end. I am with you, giving you the strength and wisdom you need for each new day. Keep pressing forward, fixing your eyes on me. I am calling you to live unhindered by your past, fully alive in me. I have more freedom, healing, and joy for you than you can imagine. Don't let the enemy keep you trapped in cycles of regret and shame. Boldly embrace the new life and identity I have given you. Your story is not over yet. The best is still to come. As you continue on this journey, share your story with others. Your testimony of my redeeming love will encourage and inspire those still bound by their past. Point them to me, the one who makes all things new. Reflect my light into the dark places, offering the same grace and forgiveness you have received. I am your healer, and I will bind up every wound. I am your deliverer, breaking every chain. I am your Father, loving you with an everlasting love. Trust me in this process, knowing I will complete the good work I have started in you. I will restore what the enemy meant for harm and bring beauty from the ashes of your past. Hold on to my promises, for they are true for you. I am making all things new in your life. I am giving you beauty for ashes and joy for mourning. I will restore the years the locusts have eaten. I will turn your sorrow into joy and your mourning into dancing. My plans for you are good, filled with hope and purpose. Walk in the victory that is yours. My child, your past has been redeemed and your future is secure. I call you chosen, forgiven, loved, and free. Keep moving forward with me, one day at a time. I will lead you into the abundant life I have for you, a life of purpose, peace, and freedom. You are forever mine. My love for you is unchanging and unending. I will be your God through every season, working all things together for your good. Trust me, lean on me, and watch me make something beautiful out of your story. My precious child, no matter what you've done or what's been done to you, I can take those hurts and struggles and shape them into something good. In fact, the hard times you've been through have shaped you into the person you are today. Someone I can now use to encourage others going through their own tough times. Your new identity means you have a new purpose. I have an amazing plan for you, a destiny that's not limited by anything from your past. As you trust me and let me guide you, you'll start to see your life take on new meaning and direction. Living in this new identity means making a choice each day. Are you going to believe what I say about you? Or listen to the discouraging voices that try to drag you back down? You've got to fill your mind with the truth from my word and spend time with other believers who will build you up. You'll need to forgive yourself and others just like I've forgiven you. This isn't always easy, but as you keep walking with me, my love will gradually transform you from the inside out, and you'll experience a freedom and joy like never before. Eventually, you'll see how I've woven your past pain into a powerful story of hope and healing that inspires others. So embrace your identity as my dearly loved son or daughter. I have an incredible future in store for you. Remember, dwelling on the past will only hold you back from the wonderful things I want to do in your life now and in the future. It's good to reflect on lessons learned, but your past mistakes, hurts, and failures don't have to keep you stuck anymore. Focusing too much on your past, whether it's regrets and guilt or even past successes, means you're looking the wrong way. I'm always doing something new, and I want you to be part of it. Fully engaged in the present and the future I'm leading you into. I have greater things in store for you, but you'll miss out if you're preoccupied with yesterday. Moving forward takes faith and trust, especially when the future is unknown. It means believing I'm working everything out for your ultimate good, even when life is hard. It takes courage to leave your comfort zone, let go of what's familiar, and embrace the new adventures I have planned. Remember, I can redeem even the darkest parts of your story and weave them into something beautiful. No matter how painful your past is, I can heal it and use it for good. I'm the ultimate restorer, able to take the broken pieces of your life and make them into something meaningful. When you give your past to me and allow me to mend your wounds and renew your spirit, you open the door for me to use your experiences in powerful ways. Your past struggles become a platform to relate to others who are hurting. You can share how I brought you through your darkest days and how my love changed everything. Your story of overcoming will lead others to me. When they see how I redeemed your brokenness and gave you fresh purpose, it will inspire them to reach out to me themselves, no matter how far they've fallen or how hopeless they feel. They'll see that I can pick them up, clean them off, and set them on a new path. And as you let me use your past for good, your own faith and trust in me will grow stronger. You'll understand more deeply how I create beauty from ashes. You'll face new challenges with more confidence and peace, knowing I'm always with you, working things out for your benefit. So embrace my healing and restoration. Let me use your experiences to inspire hope and healing in those around you. Your past may be full of hurt and brokenness, but in my hands it can become a powerful testimony of my transforming love and grace. Finally, holding on to bitterness and unforgiveness from your past will only poison your own soul and hold you back spiritually. Refusing to let go of hurt and offense is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. That bitterness will slowly destroy your spiritual life and hinder your growth. My word is clear. Bitterness has no place in the life of my spirit-filled child. I instruct you to get rid of all bitterness, anger, slander, and malice. Instead, choose kindness, compassion, and forgiveness towards others, remembering how completely I've forgiven you. Bitterness is like a toxic weed taking root in your heart. If you don't deal with it, it will spread and choke out the good fruit I want to grow in you. But I will help you uproot bitterness and replace it with my love, joy, and peace as you trust me and obey my word. I love you so much, my child. I'm for you and not against you. I have a hope-filled future planned for you. So let go of your past, embrace your new identity, and step forward with me into the abundant life and destiny I have for you. My beloved child, I want you to know that holding on to the past is only holding you back from the incredible future I have in store for you. Those chains of regret, shame, and pain are not from me. They're traps set by the enemy to keep you stuck. You see, the devil is called the accuser for a reason. It brings him twisted delight to constantly remind you of your worst moments and biggest mistakes. He wants you to believe the lie that your past defines you, that you're too far gone for me to redeem. There is no condemnation for you, my precious daughter, my beloved son. When those old accusations come creeping back in, you can tell them to get behind you. Agree with what I say about you instead. You are forgiven. You are redeemed. You are mine. I know it takes faith to let go of your history and trust me with your destiny. It's a bold declaration that you believe I'm bigger than your past and nothing is too hard for me to restore. You're placing your life in my capable hands, even if you can't see the whole picture yet. And that's exactly where I want you, walking by faith, not by sight. Letting me lead you step by step into the good plans I have for you. I know the enemy wants you to stay focused on what's behind, but I'm telling you to fix your eyes straight ahead, on me. Don't let the past rob you of your present and future. You have too much to offer, too much kingdom purpose to walk in, to stay shackled to what's already done. I am the God of new beginnings, fresh starts and clean slates. I waste nothing. In my hands, even your deepest wounds become your most powerful ministry. Trust me with your past and trust me with your future. I know the plans I have for you, and they are good. I long to pour out my favor and blessing on your life in greater measure than you can imagine. I have healing for your heartaches, provision for your needs, and purpose for your pain. But to step into all I have for you, you have to let go of what's behind. Leave those bags of bitterness, regret, and resentment at the foot of the cross, and walk away in freedom. Forgive yourself, forgive others, and embrace the fresh start I'm offering you. Remember, the devil wants to keep you in bondage to your history, but I want to set you free to live abundantly in me. He will constantly try to shift your attention to what's behind, but I'm calling you to set your sights on what's ahead. So make the choice today, beloved, to release your grip on the past. Hand over the hurts. Lay down the failures. Surrender the disappointments. And take hold of the victorious, purposeful future I have prepared for you. As you do, You will begin to experience my peace like never before. Joy will flood your soul in new ways. Your heart will grow lighter and freer. You'll start to see your story through my eyes, not as a series of failures, but as a powerful display of my grace. You'll find yourself able to extend forgiveness and compassion to others more readily, having received the fullness of it yourself. The broken pieces of your life will become the very things I use to bring hope and healing to others. And best of all, you'll be positioned to receive the new blessings, divine opportunities, and exciting adventures I have prepared for you. With your hands and heart no longer clinging to yesterday, you'll be ready and able to embrace all I'm longing to give you. So take a deep breath, my child. Loosen your grip. Trust my love, and get ready for the incredible journey ahead. I'm right here with you, every step of the way, redeeming your past, restoring your present, and preparing you for your future. You are forever loved. You are completely forgiven. Your best days are ahead of you, and the story I'm writing with your life is far greater than you can imagine. My child, I know your past weighs heavy on your heart. The pain, regrets, and hurts you've experienced can feel like chains holding you back from moving forward into the abundant life I have planned for you. But hear this, your story is not over. Every chapter of your life, even the darkest ones, are part of a bigger picture that you can't fully see yet. I am weaving it all together for a purpose beyond what you can imagine. Letting go of your past and placing it in my hands isn't easy, I know. It's an act of trust, of relinquishing control, of admitting you can't heal yourself. It requires humility to acknowledge that my ways are higher than yours, and that I can transform even your deepest wounds and biggest mistakes into something beautiful, if you let me. When you release your tight grip on the past, you create room for me to work. You open the door for my restoration, redemption, and renewal. I can take those broken pieces and reshape them into a message of hope for others if you place them in my capable hands. But I won't force it from you. Letting go is a choice, a daily decision, a step of faith. It's natural to want to cling to the familiar, even if it's painful. Replaying those hurtful memories, dwelling on those old mistakes, holding on to bitterness. In a strange way, it can start to feel comfortable, like a worn-out blanket you just can't seem to part with. But holding on to the past will never bring healing. It will only keep those wounds festering. I know moving forward into an unknown future is scary, but you don't have to find the strength on your own. I will supply it. You don't have to have all the answers. I'm asking you to trust me to lead the way. Keeping your eyes fixed on me is the key. Remember Peter? He stepped out of the boat in a huge act of faith. And as long as his gaze was locked on me, he could walk on water. But as soon as he focused on the wind and waves of his circumstances, he started to sink. It's the same for you. Keep looking to me and I will keep you moving forward. Letting go of your past doesn't mean pretending it didn't happen. It doesn't guarantee that you'll forget all the details of the pain. But it does mean refusing to let it define you anymore. Your true identity is not in what happened to you or what you did, but in who you are as my dearly loved child. When you let me redefine how you see yourself and your story, everything changes. You begin to recognize that your past doesn't have the final word. I do. And my plans for you are good, to give you a hope and a future. With my strength, you can face your past with confidence, knowing it's been redeemed by my love. You are not a helpless victim, but a cherished victor, my mighty overcomer. I long to see you living in the freedom I want to give you. But you have to choose it by releasing your past and taking hold of my hand. Let me lead you into wide open spaces of joy, peace, and purpose. A fresh start awaits you as you allow me to make something new out of the past you surrender. Will you trust me with your life today? Will you loosen your grip on those burdens that are weighing you down? Let me shoulder the heaviness. My shoulders are strong enough to carry it all. Forgiveness is possible through my power. Healing is available by my touch. Redeeming your past is my specialty. You're never too broken for me to remake. You're never too far gone for my love to reach. Letting go of your past is not a one-time event. It's a journey of learning to trust me more each day. There will be moments when you're tempted to pick up those heavy chains again. When that happens, pause and picture my hands, scarred from the cross, but strong and trustworthy. Place that burden back in my hands and walk forward in faith. Surrender is the path to true freedom, my child. And it begins with believing that your story, every messy, painful, and complicated part of it, can be redeemed for my good purposes. I am the author, and I know how to craft a glorious ending out of a difficult beginning. But you have to let me write it by giving me the pen of your life. Letting go can feel like a painful death, but really it's an invitation to abundant life. Remember, you don't walk this path alone. I am with you every shaky step. I will catch you if you stumble. I've gone ahead of you to prepare the way, and I've placed people along the path to encourage you and remind you of truth when you're weary. Press into my strength, and let the prayers of others bolster your faith. Your past may have shaped you, but it doesn't have to control you anymore. In my hands, nothing is wasted. No experience is worthless when surrendered to me. I am the ultimate redeemer and restorer. I took the worst thing that ever happened on the cross and turned it into the best thing that ever happened. Salvation for all who believe. Let that truth put your heart at rest today as you release your history and anticipate your destiny in me. You are loved, you are cherished, you are forgiven, you are never alone. Your past is not your present or your future. Something new is on the horizon as you obey my gentle lead to let go. Embrace the promise of a story redeemed and a future filled with my goodness. Let today be the first page of a new chapter in the legacy of faith I'm writing through you. I love you, my precious one. I will never stop fighting for your freedom and fulfillment. You can rest in my love today and always, as you learn to let go and let me lead. I am with you. I am for you, and I will turn these ashes into beauty as only I can. My beloved child, if you're feeling weighed down by your past failures and mistakes, know that I am calling you into a new season of freedom and restoration. I have seen your struggles and heard your heartfelt prayers, and I am ready to. I long to see you living in the freedom I want to give you, but you have to choose it by releasing your past and taking hold of my hand. Answer you in a powerful way. Your freedom from the past doesn't come from your own efforts or willpower, but directly from my grace, mercy, and transformative power. I am the one who gives you the strength to let go and the courage to move forward. Every painful experience you have faced has been preparing you for this very moment. Each time you have confessed, repented, or sought forgiveness, you have been planting seeds for a future harvest of healing and wholeness. And now that harvest is about to come to fruition. You are not defined by your past sins or shortcomings, but by your identity as my beloved child, redeemed and made new. Don't allow the enemy to whisper lies of shame or condemnation to you. Through the blood of Jesus, you have been set free and made righteous. Don't settle for a life bound by regret and guilt, or limit yourself with a mindset of unworthiness or self-pity. I have a plan and purpose for you that far exceeds anything in your past. Your freedom from the past isn't just about finding peace of mind. It's about stepping into the abundant life I have designed for you and fulfilling the destiny I have ordained. It's about living with joy, purpose, and impact. So keep standing in faith, my child. Keep declaring my promises of forgiveness and redemption over your life. Continue walking in obedience and pursuing a closer relationship with me. Your breakthrough is coming, and it's going to be more amazing than you ever imagined. You are chosen for a life unshackled by the past. You are destined to be an overcomer and a world changer. Your future is just beginning, and it's going to be a testimony of my restoration and renewal. Get ready to step into the freedom and wholeness I have prepared for you. It's time to rise up and walk in the new life I have given you. I am with you every step of the way, guiding you with my loving hand. Trust in me, and watch as I turn your past pain into a powerful story of redemption and grace. My precious child, as you journey towards letting go of your past, know that you are not meant to walk this path alone. I have designed you for community, to be supported and upheld by others who are also walking in faith. Surrounding yourself with fellow believers who can encourage you, pray for you, and speak truth into your life is a crucial part of the healing process. Opening up to trusted friends about your struggles and victories helps to break the power of shame and isolation. It allows you to be reminded of my promises when you are feeling weak, and to have others celebrate your progress with you. In the safety of a community, you can be honest about your challenges and find practical wisdom and guidance. Letting go of your past often involves forgiving those who have hurt you. This can be a daunting process, but it's essential for your freedom. Having mature believers walk alongside you as you navigate forgiveness can provide invaluable support and accountability. They can help you process your emotions, release bitterness, and extend grace, even when it feels impossible. In the same way, being part of a community gives you opportunities to support others in their own journeys of letting go. As you share your story and the ways I have brought healing and redemption, you become a living testament to my transformative power. Your experiences, both the triumphs and the struggles, can offer hope and inspiration to someone else who is feeling stuck in their past. Engaging in corporate worship, prayer, and Bible study with other believers is also a powerful way to keep your focus on me and my truth. When you lift your voices together in praise, declare my word in unison, and intercede for one another, there is a spiritual synergy that strengthens your faith and reinforces your identity in me. I know that being in community can feel risky at times, especially if you have experienced hurt or betrayal in the past. But I am inviting you to trust me to lead you to the right people, those who will uplift you, challenge you in love, and point you back to me. As you take steps of faith to connect with others, I will guide and protect you. Remember, my child, that the enemy seeks to keep you isolated and trapped in your past. But I have given you the gift of community to help you break free and walk in the abundant life I have for you. Embrace the relationships I have placed in your life, and be willing to both receive and offer support as you let go of your past and press forward into all I have planned. You are not alone, and you are not meant to carry your burdens by yourself. Let my love flow through the body of believers to bring you comfort, strength, and healing. Watch as I use the power of community to accelerate your growth and deepen your faith. Together, as you fix your eyes on me, you will see my redemptive hand at work in ways far beyond what you could ask or imagine. I am with you, I am for you. Lean into the gift of community as you let go of your past and embrace the glorious future I have in store for you. Amen.